Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at an institution in Pakistan that's doing something, well, pretty radical. They've launched their own radio station, they're pioneering new ways to settle disputes, they're basically tearing up the old playbook and rethinking what a justice system can even be.
Okay, so let's kick things off with a huge question, one that pretty much every society has to grapple with. It really gets to the core of what a fair legal system is all about. And for this one region in Pakistan, the answer, well, it began with a really powerful but simple idea: education.
Now, you gotta understand, building something like this doesn't happen overnight. It's a total marathon, not a sprint. For the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, this dream of having its own dedicated judicial academy, man, it was a long time coming. We're talking about a quest that started more than 50 years ago.
Check this out. The first call for something like this was way back in 1958. Sure, a National Federal Academy was set up in '88, and that was a good step, for sure. But it took until 2012 for Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to finally get the specialized local institution it had been needing for decades.
All right, so after all that waiting, when this academy finally opened its doors, what was it all about? What was it trying to achieve?
This is the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Judicial Academy, or KPJA for short. It officially came into being in 2012, and its whole mission wasn't just to teach the law from a textbook. No, it was about providing training that was specifically tailored to the unique culture and legal challenges of that province. Exactly the kind of thing a big one-size-fits-all federal institution just couldn't do.
And after all those decades of waiting, the final push happened incredibly fast. It went from a provincial ordinance at the end of 2011 to an official act just a few weeks later, and then boom, inaugurated just 6 months after that. What's really key here is that its board is chaired by the Chief Justice of the region's High Court. This embeds it right inside the system it's trying to improve.
So what really goes on inside the walls of this academy? How do they actually go about shaping the next generation of legal guardians?
Well, for starters, the scale of what they do is just staggering. In just its first few years, the Academy ran over 100 different training sessions, workshops, and seminars. Think about that. That's thousands of legal professionals across the province getting direct, hands-on training.
And here's the crucial part. It's not just for judges. The KPJ gets the justice is a team sport, right? So by training police, prosecutors, and even local administrators, they're creating a common language, a more unified system from the ground up. Everybody's on the same page.
And the curriculum? It's really forward-thinking. Yeah, they cover the fundamentals, but they're also teaching critical modern skills. Things like how to manage cases efficiently, how to resolve disputes outside of a courtroom, and all the complexities of human rights law. They're not preparing people for yesterday's problems, they're getting them ready for today's.
And this whole modernization thing, it's not just talk. The academy actually models the future it's trying to build. They have a paperless office, they use smart boards for teaching, they connect with people through video conferencing. They aren't just teaching 21st century justice, they're actually living it.
Now, as important as it is to train the professionals inside the system, you could argue that the Academy's most groundbreaking work is what it does to tear down the walls of the courthouse and bring the law straight to the people. And their most innovative tool for that: a radio station. Seriously, in a region where radio is still a super powerful and accessible way to reach people, Radio Mizan became the very first FM channel in all of South Asia dedicated 100% to educating the public about the law. Its entire mission is just to make the law understandable for everyone. They use things like drama series and public service announcements to break down these complex legal ideas. They're empowering ordinary folks with knowledge about their rights and how the system works.
But they didn't stop with the radio. The Academy also kicked off another national first, a court-connected mediation center, which is designed to give people a totally different way to find justice.
Just think about what this really means. Instead of that classic confrontational win-lose battle you see in a courtroom, mediation is all about collaboration. It's faster, it's cheaper, and the whole point is to find a solution that both sides can actually agree on and live with. It's a complete game changer in how justice can be delivered.
So, you've got all these things happening: the training, the public outreach, these new legal options. What's the total impact? Let's zoom out a bit and see how this one academy is sending ripples across the entire legal landscape.
A huge part of the KPJA's strategy is teamwork. They know they don't have all the answers, so they've built this amazing network with other judicial academies, universities, and management schools.
This lets them share what's working, learn from others, and basically raise the bar for legal education for the whole country.
At the end of the day, everything the Academy does points to this one single vital goal. Every well-trained judge, every citizen who learns something from a radio show, every argument that's settled through mediation, it all helps strengthen the rule of law and, this is the big one, it builds public trust in the system.
So, the story of this one academy in Pakistan really leaves us with a powerful question, doesn't it? It's like a blueprint for how education, technology, and just talking to the public can transform a justice system from the inside out. And it makes you wonder, if they can do it there, what's stopping the rest of us?